To order. Aaron, would you do the roll call?
Mehring.
Yes.
Dashlet.
Here.
Boer.
Here.
Lautenbach.
Yes.
Meverden.
Here.
Pavick.
Here.
Swedberg and Schmidt are excused tonight.
Okay, well, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, this meeting is in compliance with the open meeting law. Could I get a motion to approve the agenda as submitted?
So move.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, the agenda is adopted. The next item, approval of the meeting minutes from both the March 6th and the March 21st meeting.
Move to approve.
Okay, do we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, the minutes are approved. Public comment. Is there anyone from the public that would like to address the council? Anyone from the public? One more chance. Anybody from the public? Okay, well then we're gonna move on to consideration of bills. Did everybody get a chance to look over the bills and any questions on any of them?
I do. Amber, I just, you don't probably have to come out, maybe just shake your head. I was looking at the Kewaunee County Treasurer, 19,061. That was for that tax overage that we talked about at Finance and Personnel. Is that correct? Okay, thank you.
Okay, are there any other questions? Not, could I get a motion to approve the payment of the bills?
So moved.
Is this the bills and credit card or just the bills?
Both of them.
So a motion to approve the bills and credit card or,
And
Okay.
second.
alright, so
Okay,
motion made by Pavick,
Second.
second by Dashlet.
You do a roll call on that?
Meverden.
Yes.
Dashlet.
Yes.
Mehring.
Yes.
Lautenbach.
Yes.
Boer.
Yes.
Pavick.
Yes.
Okay, that motion carries. Okay, next item, committee reports. Does anybody have any questions or comments on any of the committee reports?
Yes, I do. And I was reviewing the committee reports, and everything looks great. I got to the utility commission, and there was a line item that they were going to be going out for bid on lawn cutting, and I was wondering why, or do we have the availability of doing the lawn cutting for the utilities? Save them some money, maybe?
I'm not, I would have to look at that myself. Pete is here. I guess I'm not sure, but it's something that we can look at or something we can discuss
Okay,
between
all right.
myself and Casey or something. I mean, we can talk to Pete. I'd have to look at it myself, Jake,
Okay,
to see. I wasn't at the commission meeting.
okay, so you could talk with Pete or whatever. Okay,
Definitely.
okay, that's great.
Okay.
That was it.
Any
I
other
just,
questions about any of the committees?
hi, Pete. Oh, thanks for turning the lights back on the other night.
Okay, well then, if there's no other questions, could I get a motion to approve the committee reports as presented?
I'll make a formal motion to approve the receipt of the committee reports.
I'll second.
Okay, would you do a roll call on those also?
Yep. Boer.
Yes.
Lautenbach.
Yes.
Not here. Meverden.
Yes.
Pavick.
Yes.
Mehring.
Yes.
Dashlet.
Yes.
Okay, that carries. Okay, old business, there is no old business that I'm aware of. Do you have anything?
None at
old?
this time, Madam
Okay,
Mayor.
then under new business, we'll start with the resolutions.
So the first one that we have is a resolution to set April 29th, 2023 as World Migratory Bird Day in the city of Algoma. Kathy Pavick with the Bird City Committee actually reached out to me and wanted me to give you guys a little bit of information, and for those listening at home, some information about the event. So I just have a printout here that I'm gonna read real quick. Algoma has been recognized as Bird City, Wisconsin since 2013. That recognition requires that the community offer an annual World Migratory Bird Day celebration. The Bird City Algoma Committee has planned Algoma's celebration for April 29th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Algoma Youth Club. This year's theme is water, sustaining bird life. The celebration will offer displays by local organizations, vendors, food, door prizes, and programs. This year's programs include Birds Aquatic Habitat, presented by Algoma's own expert photographer, John Walsh. John's slideshow presentation will illustrate the wide variety of birds that we can see in and around Algoma. Winged Wonders with Live Birds by Samantha Brooks, wildlife educator from the Raptor Education Group, Inc. Meet some of Wisconsin's common but rarely encountered birds in person and learn what we can do to conserve them. Welcoming Nature, Transition to a More Nature-Friendly Yard by Jennifer Phillips Vanderberg, PhD, Director, Lake Michigan Bird Observatory. Learn how to make your yard and our community more bird, pollinator, and water-friendly. If you are interested in incorporating native plants and more nature-friendly practices into your landscape, this is the program for you. Everyone is welcome to attend this free event. Drop in for a while or stay for the day. The Bird City Algoma Committee is excited to be celebrating 10 years of successfully renewing Bird City, Wisconsin recognition, and thanks the City of Algoma and community for their support. So the resolution before you tonight would set April 29th, 2023 as World Migratory Bird Day in the City of Algoma. This resolution also helps with their Bird City status.
Okay, could I get a motion to set that date?
So moved.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, would
Moved
you
by
do,
Casey, seconded by John.
and then would you do a roll call on that resolution?
Pavic,
Yes.
Boer,
Yes.
Dashlet,
Yes.
Mehring,
Yes.
Lautenbach,
Yes.
and Meverden.
Yes.
Okay, then we go on to the next resolution.
All right, so the next one that we have is Resolution 1159-2023, a resolution obligating the American Rescue Plan Act funds received. This was discussed at Finance and Personnel. So if it would go through, we would hereby obligate the ARPA funds to help pay for road work, the police vehicle purchase, and/or a fire truck purchase, all to take place in calendar years 2023 and 2024.
Is there any questions?
I do have one. Are you sure about the road part of that it's okay to use it on the roads? Because I did a little checking and I don't know where to check, so I don't have good information. But it looked like the road part was iffy.
It's unclear, but yes, you can now.
Okay?
So there's a lot of it that you have to look to, and then there was rule, and then there's
I'm not that
final
guy, but-
rule. Yes.
But it was iffy, and I just
When it
wondered if that
originally
part
first
was-
came out, if you're looking at their first edition, it was very, like, this is what you can do and what you can't do. Since then, they have broadened their horizons and really have opened it up. There are still a lot of things that can't be done with it, but there are more and more things that can be done with it.
What are we gonna have to do, on the back end of this, Matt, to prove where we spent the funds?
There could actually be a single audit that they would do, you know, if they so choose. I highly doubt that they will pick our funding to do their, I mean, there's a lot of municipalities that are receiving millions of dollars. I'm not saying that there's a little bit of paperwork that we're gonna have to do to submit, this is what we used our ARPA funds for, and then we'll get our dollars
Okay.
okayed. But as far as the bigger cities by population that are receiving a lot more of the funding, they will be doing some auditing, to see what they've used their funding for.
Okay.
I'll make a formal motion to approve resolution 1159-2023.
Second by Jake.
Jake
I'll
made a
second.
Or
Nope,
Jake,
Jake made a
Jake-
second.
Jake, yeah.
I have Scott Meverden made the motion to approve Resolution 1159-2023, and Jake Mehring seconded it.
Yes.
Okay.
Then could you do a roll call on that?
Dashlet,
Yes.
Pavic,
Yes.
Boer,
Yes.
Mehring,
Yes.
Lautenbach,
Yes?
Meverden.
yes.
Okay, and that carries. And then next item, the Algoma School District temporary B permit.
So included in your packet was a letter from the Algoma School District requesting a B permit along with a map on it with a little red dot showing where they'd like to have this. This was also discussed at the PPP committee and recommended for approval.
Is this like a class thing?
Yep.
One question, are they gonna take care of them during the summer, or are they gonna
Yep.
relieve them? Okay.
All right, so the hives aren't gonna move, they are where they are.
Correct.
And it is worth noting that it is for a 12-month period temporary.
if that's how you guys would
Yeah.
choose to make it, then yes, it came up as a temporary.
Yeah, I
Come
did.
back to us in a year, tell us how it went.
I figured, you know, with the 3 months left of school and then the summer, if there was, somebody was, you know, they're gonna take care of them in the
Yep.
summer or not, we'd have to wait till fall or something, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a good idea. I make
Yeah.
the motion to approve that
I'll second
temporary
it.
license.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Would you do a roll call
Is there
on
a
that
second?
also?
Motion made by Mehring, second by Dashlet.
I apologize, sorry.
Roll call,
That's okay.
Mehring,
Yes,
Dashlet,
Yes.
Lautenbach,
Yes.
Meverden,
Yes.
Swedberg, not here, sorry, Boer,
Yes.
Pavic.
Yes.
Okay, that motion carries. Okay, administrator's report. What do you have to tell us, Matt?
A couple things, redevelopment area number 2, the CDBG grant process update is, I think we are at the process of finalizing, sending things back to the DOA, getting it back, sending it back and forth, but I think we're in the process of now waiting for our check. Everything we've met our checks and balances, checked all the boxes. Check should be in the mail very shortly here to finalize the CDB grant, which was a project, and I'd like to give a very big welcome or thank you to Amber for all the work. That is a very complicated grant process, and a lot of that went into it. So thank you very much, Amber, for that. So, public hearing will be May 9th, 2023 at 6 p.m. in regards to TID number 3. That would be, in 2019, we did some TID number 3 work out on Highway 42 south of town with the lift station and the new condo developments. We are looking to open that TID back up and do some work at Summit Beach where they have some drain problems. That water sheds off the highway and kind of washes everything out. And then right down at the bottom of Summit Beach, do an upgrade to the lift station, that currently sanitary lift station that sits there. So a combination of some stormwater work and some sanitary work. That will be, like I said, May 9th. The public hearing, everybody is welcome to come and speak in favor of it, or if you have any questions, or speak it against it.
what time?
That is at 6 p.m. right here in City Hall.
That'll also be the regular RDA meeting.
That is correct. That is also their regular scheduled RDA meeting for that month, that will be held. So if anybody can't make it or wants to know more about it, you can go on the Redevelopment Authority section on the city website, and the plan is all on there of what we're looking at proposing to do as to extend that out.
Any of that going across the street or up the road or anything like that? for
We will
additional
be
development?
working on both sides of the road, but nothing, there won't be any work in the road per se.
No,
Most-
I'm talking about development potential on the
Not
west
at-
side of the road.
We will not be adding any water or sewer extensions to what's currently there as part of this project.
Okay.
Everything is gonna be upgrading what is in place, if that makes sense, so. All right,
6 o'clock.
does anybody have questions about that? All good? All right, again, I think the full council and the mayor are well aware of this, but Chief Randy Remaker has chosen to retire with the city of Algoma. His last day of work will be June 5th of this year with the city of Algoma. We are currently looking at filling that. We have a couple of applications that we are working through as we speak, and also working with the sheriff's department and the police department on our current positions that we have opened and available as just road cops, police officers that we're looking to fill within the city here. All right, and then the last is I'm gonna turn it over to our city clerk, because tomorrow morning, well, she's been busy here for the last 2 weeks, but tomorrow morning she gets busy again. Go ahead, Erin.
So the spring general election is tomorrow, so April 4th, 2023. The polls open here at City Hall at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. Curbside voting is available for those who need it. There will be signs out front. Just go ahead and call that number. Absentee ballots can still be brought in on election day. You can find me or any one of the poll workers and we will get it taken care of. Please do not place the absentee ballots in the drop box. We are not able to count them if they're in the drop box. Does anybody have any questions about the election?
I'd like to mention the voting on the backside for the fire department, because I think would be easy enough to overlook it and not see, to flip the backside and vote, and
Yep,
it's very
this-
important that people vote on that issue.
Yep, the ballot is double-sided. The poll workers will be stating that as well. Make sure you know it's front and back.
And then, couple more things here. Ranger Services will be starting in the next upcoming week or two here on the tree inventory. So if there's a guy in a pickup truck that you see walking around on terraces on the front yard, looking at your trees out in the front yard, that is part of that contract of that tree inventory that the city will be performing along with Ranger Services. So.
Just on the tree lawn.
They will be just on the city-owned trees, so they will not be in anybody's backyards. They will not be. People might even come out and ask and say, "Well, since you're doing this, will you look at my tree?" The answer is going to be no. I'm not. I have a contract with the city trees, so if you'd like to schedule something or do something, but that will be only on the city-owned trees in the city. So, and last and foremost, I would like to personally thank Steve Lautenbach and John Pabick. This is their last meetings here with the city of Algoma. Thank you all for your dedication and your time that you have spent with the city, and I hope to see your faces on a couple of the citizen committees here in the future. So, thank you again.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Anything else? Okay. Next item is mayor's appointments. Obviously, after election tomorrow, I will be doing all kinds of appointments and setting up things differently, but that'll be at our next meeting. There's no appointments for today. Okay, agenda items for the next meeting. If you could get that to Matt or Aaron, so it could be on that meeting. Our next meeting is set for May 3rd at 6 p.m. here at City Hall. If that's okay with everybody? Then the only other thing is a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, we are adjourned.
Yippee.